Let's talk about the consciousness and the subconsciousness.
Subconscious. Yes, let's
Yeah, go
talk
ahead,
about
Liz.
that.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Now,
let's
come
do
on.
it.
Roll.
Okay. So we're Okay, so we're talking about consciously. This is in relationship to what you just talked about, actually. You can really think about that. Is that consciously,
I will think about that, Liz.
consciously you think about some things that you want in your life, or you want your life's direction to go towards. And so, let's say, for example, um, I want to go to a certain college, and I'm being and this has to do also with I, what I just said to you about deserving.
That
That's really correct. And
big
so
key.
and so in this case, I want to go to a particular college. I put out my application, and I put out a ton of applications because I want to go to these certain colleges. But in deep down inside, you don't feel you deserve it. You don't feel you deserve this thing. You don't feel you deserve at this level and frequency. And so therefore, the response that you get, again, the universe will respond to you as you feel. So you didn't get in.
Instead of what your thoughts.
Instead of your thoughts,
Yep.
you're consciously wanting, I want to go to this Ivy League school. Oh, you know.
Well, and you're a good kid. I'm a good kid.
I'm a good
and a lot
kid,
of you
yeah.
are good kids.
Yeah.
So you would have the good kid syndrome, which
Yeah.
means what? We spoke about it in one of the other previous shows in this season. A good kid will play small in order, like as a good kid, when I looked out the window and saw that beat up old raggedy Pontiac, which was the antithesis of what I wanted or hoped I would be able to get, I knew that it would hurt my mama's feelings, my uncle's feelings, and Sophie's feelings if I wasn't thrilled about it. And I ultimately learned to love the car until it
Sure.
almost killed me.
Yeah.
And because I was authentically grateful and appreciative to have one and not have to ride the bus and get my head thumped again. So it's like when you have those levels and layers and layers of
Yeah.
subconscious and conscious beliefs, if you're applying for the colleges you really, really, really want, the
Yeah.
good kid, which is a subconscious program,
Yeah.
will not fully let you have what you want because it could be a stress or a strain on your parents or the family or whatever it is in there.
Or you'll choose for yourself not to do that because deservability is an important element.
It is. Deservability comes right back to either desire or resistance to the desire.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a desire for the Trans Am, and my resistance and my belief was,
You didn't have the money for it.
and I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
They couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
There's so many components that we stop and forget about. You think what you think, you work how you work, but that is not how you get what you want in life or don't want in life. You get it by how you feel.
Hey, let me just throw this thing at you.
Okay.
Okay, so this reminds me of a story that I heard of Jim Carrey, and he had not been making a lot of money, and I think this is a very public story, and he wrote himself a check for $1 million. Did you hear that story?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that is very similar to this? Is that he believed that this is going to happen in his life, so he manifested it physically. He brought it out of here into here, so that comes in with that think it, ink it, right? Journaling, doing all of that. But for all intents and purposes, his surroundings did not have that.
Right.
But he felt, and he deserved it, and that he's going to get it.
Yes, that is, and the rest of the story is that he brought his parents to Los Angeles. He was a Canadian.
Yeah.
Brought his parents to Los Angeles when he started to get work as an actor. And then he stopped getting work as an actor before he broke out into a big star. And the parents had to go back to Canada because he couldn't afford to keep them here
Sure.
with him. And his father died before he got Ace Ventura: Pet Detective and got the $20 million check.
Oh, wow.
And now that is a perfect example of it physically speaking, but then I also know way more about the backstory on that, which we can't really talk about here.
No.
Because we're nice, responsible people. We're spiritual, y'all.